Netflix really has a way of keeping us guessing and on our toes. Hi guys, my name is AJ Spatola with Most Amazing, and these are the top 10 darkest Netflix theories that will make you question everything. At number 10, Love is Blind solidified a societal theory. Have you ever heard of pretty privilege? It's the idea that attractive people have an edge in life. According to the theory, they make more money, get promoted faster, and generally get treated better. Well, it seems that Love is Blind on Netflix might confirm this concept. You see, in each season of the show, when one partner wasn't attracted to the other, it often boiled down to looks. Jessica and Mark, Shake and Deputy, Kyle and Shayna, Bartice and Nancy, all instances where looks seem to be a significant factor. Even this season, Zach and Irina, and possibly Kwame and Chelsea, showed that attraction played a vital role. So would things be different if the partners were conventionally more attractive, even if they weren't their exact type? It's quite possible. Love, it seems, might not be so blind after all. At number 9, Walter White mimics his victims. Walt picks up traits from some of the people he's eliminated. You see, after Crazy 8, he's seen cutting crust off of his sandwiches. After Mike, he uses something Mike said about learning to take yes for an answer. He keeps leaves off grass in his bathroom, the one that Gail signed, in his toilet reading stack, which would imply that he's been reading it, as well as continuing the use of the coffee machine Gail had built. He learns to hide in plain sight after Gus, and in one episode he's shown kneeling on a towel to vomit, just like Gus did when he poisoned the cartel. Additionally, after the plane crash, he gets a goatee exactly like the one Jane's father had. What are your thoughts on this one? Let me know down below. And if you're enjoying the video so far, please support the channel by pressing like, subscribing to Most Amazing, and ringing that notification bell. I would really appreciate it because it helps this video get seen to more people. At number 8, Vecna from Stranger Things is a pawn. Vecna might seem like the big bad, but hold on. What if there's a twist coming up in the next season of Stranger Things? Inspired by Dungeons and Dragons, some sharp-eyed fans are speculating that the true antagonist could be a colossal three-headed red dragon named Boris. And here's the kicker. Remember Will's artwork showing them battling a red dragon with 3 heads? Coincidence? I think not. Also, Nancy's vision of a monstrous, gaping-mouthed entity during Vecna's shenanigans could be a clue to this as well. Could it be a foreshadowing of the dragon's appearance? If this theory holds water, we may see Vecna get a surprise eviction, only to be replaced by an even bigger, fire-breathing winged nightmare for our Hawkins heroes to confront. Or, at least I hope so. Because Voldemort over here ain't really hitting it for me. At number 7, the cop from Squid Games survives. The biggest supporting evidence for this theory is that we don't actually see a body. I mean, without the body, he's definitely not confirmed unalive because, I mean, he got shot in the shoulder. I mean, think about it. There's no way the cop managed to collect all that evidence just to get shot in the shoulder and fall off a cliff. All I'm saying here is that in a show where bodies are seen regularly, if he was truly unalived, we would have seen. Now, my theory is that season 2 will see him trying to stop the games and his superiors not taking him seriously, or maybe they're even paid off by the game masters. The director of the show even said that he wanted to address issues with the police forces in South Korea and their lack of taking any action on their own. So, the cop, if he lived, is almost definitely hiding right now. He knows everything, so if anyone from the games finds out that he's alive, he'll be unalived within the day. So, by the rules of television, he is definitely alive. By the rules of medical science, but because he was shoulder, fell off a cliff into the ocean, and was left unalive, he wouldn't survive in real life. But hopefully in the show he does. At number 6, Disenchantment takes place in the future. Ever since Matt Groening's medieval-themed Netflix show hit the screens, fans have been cooking up some wild theories. One peculiar idea connects Futurama and Disenchantment. You see, in the Futurama pilot, we witnessed New York City's transformation, with saucers, castles, and all sorts of madness going on outside the window. The second city's history, though, is a bit of a mystery. Could it possibly be tied to Disenchantment? You see, Disenchantment doesn't show us much of its world. Dreamland is the center of attention, and we've got limited info on the surrounding lands. Well, I mean, there's also the steampunk land, but I digress. Here's where the connection comes in. If Disenchantment exists in the Futurama universe and doesn't follow the typical medieval timeline, then it could fit right into that weird castle-covered New York era. The theory suggests that tech took a nosedive, fantastical beings, or aliens, mixed with regular folk, and some retained flight knowledge, hence the blimps. It's a mind-bending idea with no solid proof, but nothing's ruling it out either. Number 5. The Good Place Committee is ineffectual on purpose. The Good Place is in a pretty sorry state with everyone just lost in pleasure. They practically dumped all the responsibility on Michael and hightailed it right out of there faster than a squirrel on a sugar rush. I mean, that's pretty strange, right? I mean, they took ages to decide on anything before, so what gives? Well, here's the theory. Maybe they're doing it on purpose. Maybe they're deliberately sabotaging things for the main gang. Why? Because more people in the Good Place means more problems they can't handle. They can't just come out and say it, so they pretend to be comically bad at their jobs. Crafty, right? At number 4, the Trailer Park Boys is darker than it seems. I just took this one right off of Reddit. I can't even credit the user because he deleted it, so I'm just gonna read what it says. I've watched my way through about halfway of season 1. Me personally, I watched more than that, just want to let you know. And I think I've gotten a grasp of the key themes of Trailer Park Boys. It's actually a dark and beautiful tale of how the cycle of poverty and ignorance is self-perpetuating due to the lack of education and lack of societal support. Now that's a thesis if I've ever read one. It's also a tale of how things can go right, even in poor neighborhoods, when the sense of justice is developed by street-level criminals imposes its own rule over broken communities. It's a tale of struggle, overcoming obstacles to the best abilities of those who are uneducated and underdeveloped, and forming communities wherever one can in order to make a path in this life for those on the fringes of productive society. At number 3, Angela poisoned Dwight's mom in The Office. You remember Angela and her cat Sprinkles, right? Well, what if I told you she might have taken revenge on Dwight through his Aunt Shirley? You see, Angela never forgave Dwight for Sprinkles' untimely demise. Now, when Dwight entrusted Aunt Shirley's care to Angela, it raised eyebrows. Why? Because Aunt Shirley once tried to poison her own help, and then she conveniently passed away while Angela was alone with her. Pretty eerie, right? So did Angela take revenge for her beloved feline friend? The pieces fit, but we may never know for sure. Isn't it fascinating how fans can create these dark and intriguing theories out of seemingly innocent shows like The Office? At number 2, the frontman from Squid Game is actually good. What if the frontman from Squid Game isn't the villain we all thought he was? In fact, there's a compelling argument to be made that he's actually a good guy working to take down the sinister games from the inside. Consider this, the frontman's background reveals that he was once a cop, but his career took a nosedive due to corruption, as evidenced by the winner's document. It's clear that he hit rock bottom, participated in the games, and emerged victorious. Now, look at his life post-game. He's still living in an unremarkable apartment, leading an average existence. What if he couldn't enjoy the wealth and was haunted by guilt similar to Guy Hun? It's possible that he decided to go undercover and dismantle the games he once thrived in. His apartment is riddled with hints, including that Squid Games card, which he left conspicuously out in the open. It's like he knew his brother would come searching for him. And when his brother does arrive, the frontman issues a crucial order. Bring him alive. Personally shoots his brother in the shoulder, mirroring a previous incident where he got and walked away unscathed. This strongly suggests that he's still very much alive. Well, I already talked about that. I believe that the frontman anticipated his brother's arrival and, alongside Guy Hun, is plotting to take down the entire Squid Game operation. The unexpected alliance of the frontman, his brother, and Guy Hun could be the force that brings an end to the brutal games. And at number 1, who is the Watcher? So I just finished watching The Watcher on Netflix, and I can't help shake the feeling that it's not just a simple drama series. There are some mysteries and clues, and a lot of things are left unanswered. First, there's the character named Roger Kaplan, who seems to be connected to the Watcher. The show drops some subtle hints about his timeline, which might be important. Pat Graff's pregnancy is also suspicious, and it's possible that Roger Kaplan had a thing for her. The Watcher's letters mention her, and it seems like there's more to her story. The unaliving of another teacher raises questions, as it wasn't committed by the main suspect, and this detail might be significant. Roger's knowledge of the house tunnels and his confident statements about living in the house add to the mystery. There are even wild theories about Roger's mother and another character, Miko, being involved in the Watcher's activities. And in the last episode, there's a sudden change in the Watcher's behavior, which might be worth considering. Overall, the Watcher might have some hidden clues and connections sprinkled throughout it that make it more than just a regular drama series, but I can't really figure it out myself. If you guys can, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And as always, if there is a dark Netflix theory that you think I've missed, feel free to let me know down below. This has been AJ Spatola with Most Amazing, and I'll catch you all in another video. Peace out.